Let's look at the world map. Some people say that this map is not real, and the sizes do not match the real thing. This is the map you see everywhere, and it's actually taught in school as well. But we have to know that this map is completely wrong. Not like this is a conspiracy, this is actually real. We all know that Earth is a sphere. It's only a few people that don't believe that, and they say it's flat. But the map we see is flat, and it's not a globe, and that is why the sizes cannot be real. To see the real size of our world, we have to go to this website, thetruesize.com. When you go on this website, you could see the actual sizes of each country. The sizes of the countries by the equator are all exact, but when you step away from the equator and go towards the North or South Pole, it gets bigger and more stretched out, and it's not the real thing. Let's use Iran as an example. It's above the equator. Just like we said, the more you go north, the bigger the map is gonna get. Let's go up and see what happens. Can you even believe it? Look how giant that yellow one got. And we took Iran 2 steps down to the equator, and this is the smallest one you see. But let's go to the biggest country that's located on the equator. Brazil. Brazil is a giant country, 8.5 million kilometers squared. And Canada is 9,900,000 kilometers squared. But when you look at Canada compared to Brazil, it looks way bigger. And it's because it's way north. Let's take Brazil and go to Canada and see what happens. It's not much smaller. But now let's take Canada and go down to Brazil. The sizes are correct, but on the map that's flat, it's shown like this. It shows Russia as half the world, but when you bring it in the middle, it shows the true color. Everybody knows India. An insane amount of people live there, and it's gonna pass China, but the country doesn't look that big. Let's take India to Europe and see the true size. When you take India to Europe, it pretty much covers almost all of it. But when you look at it down here, it doesn't seem that big. Indonesia is exactly on the equator. This country is created with thousands of different islands, and nobody still knows how many islands creates this country, because they really can't count it. But since this country is on the equator, it's shown very small on the map. Let's take Indonesia to the US and see what size it is. It sticks out of the United States. The United States is about 5,000 kilometers long, so Indonesia is way longer than 5,000 kilometers. But when you see it on a regular map, it doesn't seem that big. If you flip Chile on its side, it's pretty much as long as the United States. There's another place that's giant, but it doesn't show, and that's Africa. Africa is so big that you can fit the entire United States in there, except Alaska. We could fit China right here. Let's put India at the bottom, West Europe, and we'll put UK on Madagascar. and there's still a lot of free space left. So Africa is ginormous, but it doesn't show. You guys know the biggest country in the world, Russia. The map shows it like it's half the world. Let's take Russia to Africa and see what happens. You guys know the Congo. It's one of the biggest countries in Africa. If you guys seen our video about Leopold II, you guys know that Belgium took over the Congo. Let's take the Belgium map over Congo and see what happens. This is Belgium. It's kind of like a city inside the Congo. But this tiny little thing, 100 years ago, took over the entire Congo, and it turned all its people into slaves. And if you watch our video, you'll get to know him a little bit better. Why aren't we talking about Greenland? It's like an elephant sitting up there. It's a giant piece of land, but it's kind of a show off. Let's take it down and let's see its true size. When you look at Greenland compared to Australia, it's like twice the size. But let's take it next to Australia and see its true size. Why did it get so small? This is Greenland in South America. Let's compare Greenland to Iran. When you look at these two, you could fit 7 or 8 Irans inside Greenland. But this is the true scale. When you put Iran and Afghanistan together, they're the same size as Greenland. As you know, Iran is 1,648,000 kilometers squared, and Afghanistan is 652,000 kilometers squared. When you put these two together, it's exactly 2.3 million kilometers squared, and Greenland's size is 2,166,000 kilometers squared. So you could say Greenland is a good actor because it shows itself a lot bigger than it is. But there's another place on planet Earth and everybody seems to forget about it. Some people think it's ginormous, some people think it's very small. That's Antarctica. If we put Antarctica in North America, it goes from the north of Mexico all the way to the northern part of Canada. There's a lot of cool examples you could do with this website. So go to truesize.com and check it out for yourself. But still, there's a lot of conspiracy theories about this subject, but the real deal can be found on this website. Or you can go buy a globe and see the true world size for yourself. But messing around on this website is a lot of fun.